Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a slightly late episode of The Door. Anyway, uh, we are going to be playing Genshin Impact today because it's Genshin Impact. For those of you watching after the stream, I do want to remind you that we stream these videos live at twitch.tv/unexpectedlyrandom. Someday we will actually be here at 7-ish p.m. Central Time. But for now, it's whenever I get here in the PM Central Time, Monday through Saturday. Make sure you follow us on Twitch to join the chaos and check out our streaming schedule for the current lineup. We also have a Facebook and Instagram. Those are the best places to stay up to date with any changes that may occur pertaining to the streaming schedule. OBS. Make sure, yeah, those are words. We also have a TikTok and the social media platform formerly known as Twitter. I'm probably going to condense all that down because that's a lot of yapping about social medias, and just let them scroll across the top like that. So something. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It's a lot of yap. Anyway, we're gonna get going. Welcome, Zelda Elise. Welcome, Jack the Sea Pancake. Welcome to me, because apparently it's important that I'm here too. Which clearly it makes the stream start later if I'm late. Yeah, I don't know of any limited time events going on in here that I am too pressed about, so we will take a look when we get in here and see if there's anything that I'm missing. But I don't think, I mean, we need to do this, but we're also doing this. Otherwise, that's about the extent of things. Someday we'll unlock the Imaginarium Theater. Someday. Oh, that's what we were supposed to do.
I know. Present.
Oh, that's permanent. Never mind. We'll get her regardless. Cool. Okay, so yeah, no.
Respect must be given to the will of every creature.
No big dealio.
Each fish in the ocean swims in its own direction.
So we're gonna try and focus on the main quest room. Let me see. It's not the button I wanted. That's not the button I wanted. That's the button I wanted. And we used our advanced unlocking thing from the coming back to things to unlock that. So yeah, everything's good there. Okay, we are going to do this because this is where we were in the middle of doing when we last left off. So yeah, Geronimo. And by that I mean we're gonna gently glide down here. Yeah. But first, I'm gonna go over here and activate this waterway traveling device. Apparently this waterway is deeper than it appeared. Nabati. The best thing about my house is that I can sneak out of it without anyone noticing. That's how I've been running off all the time since I was a kid. Alright, back to business. Let's go whenever you're ready. I think we're ready. Yes? Oh, that's right. We were helping her fix some miasma, for lack of a correct description. Polluted zones. Withering zones, that's what they're something. It's not right here. I think it's probably the height of my chair, but it is making my position unhappy. I had to, all of the stuff on my desk, I basically pushed it off on the floor, almost, so I could pull out the sewing machine and hem a bunch of pants, because the pants that I ordered, they only come in one length.
Speed of light! Rest and rebuild!
And that ends up causing not really problems, because I knew that that was the case.
Incoming!
But they do have to be tailored, and it's
You give, you receive.
easier and simpler to just do it myself since they're work pants anyway. Ah, there are roses growing here. When I was a trainee, Tainari taught us to pay attention to the light shining from this type of rose. It had to be related to something anyway. No, I'm gonna go pick all these because there's roses growing here, so I should harvest them. It's not far from here. Thankfully, it isn't on the main road. Here we are. When I was little, I would often take this road to go down to the river valley to play. The withering zones are appearing so quickly now, and Tainari and the others are too busy to deal with them in time. Good thing we have you here now. Okay, you made clean work of those withering zones before, but they're still dangerous. If it gets to be too much, be sure to leave the realm and take some rest. Okie dokie. Good luck, Elise. What are those fungi?
With sword comes shadow. Hold the line.
Blurp. How are you feeling? There's another withering zone up there that I'll need your help to clean up if that's okay. Came all this way, we might as well. Where is... Sorry. I wish there was like a scope option. Like a spyglass sort of thing. Binoculars, something. I didn't have to rotate the camera with weird angles. I literally did not want to over here. Just trying to find the thing that's apparently up in the tree. I guess it could be down lower. Consider that to be a possibility.
I'm tired already.
Alright. Got one of the little fairies from before. Ones that make me hallucinate. I mean, dream. Dream, get us out. Dream, 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 dream. Zayton Peach. They look like sunsettias. So where is this thing? Not up. Whatever. Oh, there's one. I'll get this one instead. Maybe. Correct. That's right. Ah! Zip back up here. The star shrew. Peachmas, welcome, welcome, welcome. Ah, claiming that first. The withering zone's expanding. Also, I guess I didn't realize that was on my face. Scoot that somewhere that's not in my face. Just right above is gonna be perfectly fine. Not that anybody's necessarily going to be offended by me obscuring my face on here, but it's probably better for production quality. Anyway, this withering zone's expanding. Regardless, I'll leave it in your capable hands, just like before. Just don't overdo it. Piece of cake, but the cake is a lie. Thanks. You're right. I need my electrocardiogram. I know that's not what it is, but did I get a new headset? Not exactly. It could be a combination of things. It could be lighting, making things appear different because my settings are all washing out the blue. As far as comparatively speaking, it is newer than the red one I used to have, but that one kind of gave up. Oh, I don't know. It's been a while on that one. But yeah, I noticed the other day that the lighting was looking really weird on that.
Allow me. Billowing surge.
On my face camera, because I've been tweaking with the
Incoming.
camera settings a bit, trying to get them working right. Because the way it was set, I basically every time my computer restarted, it reset the camera settings because it was managed through Windows and not through OBS. And so then like all my zoom settings and all my accommodation settings, I don't know what that word is supposed to describe, but basically any of the white balance and the exposure and everything that way. Just
Hold the line.
try and not
Speed of
have
light.
to
Nowhere to hide.
fight these guys, but I guess they want to be electrocuted.
Get to work.
Yeah. I win. But yeah, it's still the same blue Bose headphones that honestly were never intended for streaming, but I got them as a headset because I wanted some nice headphones for listening to music and stuff on. And then my other one stopped. The speaker started going out of it on one side, and I'm like, yes, which is really sad because I've had the other one for like my entire streaming career. Well, all of my streaming career and my most of my YouTube career as well. But the strange thing is, like, the blue on my shirt, it's not all washed out, but the light, like, dusty blue on my headphones, it's bizarre. I'm not sure how it managed that, but I'll take it over the camera changing its settings back. Time, at least. Let's see. Well, these must be the alligators that she's talking about. Forest watchers are also tasked with protecting the ecosystem. Recently, potentially because of the withering zone, the alligators have become, shall we say, unusually manic. Any new retro stuff or radioactive kitchenware? No, but there was a new radioactive experience, kind of. So first I picked up my scintillation meter a while back. I'm pretty sure we talked about it before. And it basically uses a crystal to when the crystal gets hit by radioactive particles, electrons, that sort of thing, beta particles, alpha particles, that sort of thing. It actually produces a very small flash of light, and that meter can detect that light intensity and frequency and power and everything, and over time it can tell you what source you're actually monitoring or detecting, which is fun because it's kind of a combination Geiger counter, but also not really Geigery. So it is a kind of a handy pocket radiation detector though too. But I had the brilliant idea that because I had a dentist appointment, my annual cleaning, just a couple of weeks ago actually, And I figured my intent was actually just to take it because I've considered, and I might have taken it before as well, but they use nitrous, of course, in the dentist's office. It's a relatively small office, and you can always tell when you walk in that there's a certain amount of nitrous lingering in the air. So I've talked about and may have taken. I've got a cell phone, an older cell phone that actually has a VOC monitor on it. So I'm pretty sure I've taken that with me and actually detected how concentrated the VOCs, because the nitrous shows up as a VOC in the air in the room, and it's funny. So that was kind of neat, and the experience itself. But the reason that I mentioned scintillation meter is I was thinking it'd be fun to, since it was just a cleaning, I didn't figure it was anything special. It can't be healthy. Well, it's probably not ideal. It tends to be heavier than air, so it settles. So it's probably less bad for people standing than it is the patients that are flipped over in the chair and short. But they do have a ventilation system that monitors the VOC level, and once it gets to a certain level, it automatically kicks on a vent fan and exchanges the air out. So they've got protocols in place, because I heard them talking about it one time when they were concerned that it wasn't working. Which is also fun, because then you get free nitrous that you don't have to pay for. There are perks to this. But this particular visit, my plan was to take my scintillation meter with me, because they've got like 3 different bays. It's a small dentist office, but there's like 3 or 4 different patient bays, so to speak, and it's quite literally just separated by like a partial wall that the technicians and stuff can walk around. So like the wall here and here to make like a corner, and then there's like a gap here that runs the full length across behind everything. So the doctor and the technicians and everything can walk back and forth between patients as they need to. Well, they also have 2 or 3 different X-ray machines in there, and X-ray machines are generally for radiation, and because X-rays, obviously. And if you think about like medical X-ray machines, it's like, okay, so they always do this, the lead blanket on the areas you're not supposed to irradiate, and all of that fun stuff. So, and then they run off and hide. Well, this particular place, I was questioning basically the integrity of the walls, because they hide behind the walls when they take their little remote to blast your face with the X-ray machine. So it's like, I wonder how much of that's actually blocked by the walls if like the person next to me was having an X-ray done or something. So I wanted to take that to test it. And I get there, and they're like, yeah, so it's been a year since you had X-rays done, so we probably should. It's a few months out yet, so it's almost time for that. And I'm like, well, I'm not insured anymore, so, but I was already, I'm self-insured, so I just set stuff aside, because it's so much cheaper than paying some company to be predatory, but we won't get into that. For generally healthy individuals, I guess I'll preface that. If you have ongoing medical conditions, it's probably more effective for you to have insurance. But if you don't need it, because you generally don't, let me find something wooden. I guess my desk is wooden, or the floor. Then insurance may not necessarily be cost effective. But again, we're not really going to get into that, because that's a dicey question and answer session. So to more to the current point, she's like, yeah, we should probably do. I'm like, if we need X-rays, let's do X-rays, because let's go ahead and do it. Part of the annual thing, and I'm probably not going to be back for another year, so might as well make it happen. We're still young enough now, right? And most insurance things, you basically have to have a limb amputated before they're going to cover anything anyway, and then it's only a little bit, so it's like, might as well. And a little bit of planning ahead can alleviate most of that. So so I'm like, yeah, let's do X-ray. So she gets the lead sheet out and she puts this thing around my neck, which I assume was some kind of a shield for my thyroid. It didn't feel very leady, so I don't know if that was actually anything or if it was just to make me feel better. But she swings in the machine from the side, puts the bite wings in my mouth, which are kind of unpleasant but not too bad. Swings this X-ray machine in, and before I walked into the building, I fired up the scintillation meter and set it to map, so it was tied to my phone and mapping out my trip for that day. So anywhere that there was a peak of radioactive energy, it triggered it and it would mark it on the map. So she swings it over, and of course I've got my hands kind of down on my underneath this lead blanket or shielding blanket, and I'm trying to nonchalantly push the scintillation meter in my pocket over to the side so it's kind of exposed from the side of the blanket here. And of course this thing's targeting, I'm like here, and the gun, the not gun, but the X-ray machine is like stuck in my face here on the one side. Then she did the other side, of course, too. But it's like in here, and I'm like, and then I'm holding this thing down in my pocket because I didn't want to pull this radiation stick out, basically. And so she runs the thing, she fires it and goes, and I'm like, well, I don't know if it's gonna actually detect it because again, I've got this lead shielding here that's basically between. It's like here-ish, and then the gun's up here in my face, and then the blanketing is here. I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna detect it. So we get all done, and I come home and I pull up my map, and I've got a red spot on my map where I was sitting. I'm like, well, that's a good sign. Because up until this point, I was under the impression that this X-ray machine used some sort of radioactive material because mostly because I recall granted it was a TV show, but there was a case where it was like a police sort of show where somebody had broke into a bunch of dentist offices and stole their X-ray machines and were going to use them for extracting the radioactive material from them and make a explosive device from it, which is not good. Don't do that. So I'm like, okay, so so I checked my map and I'm going through and I'm looking, and of course I was logging this. I was recording a log on it, so I've got a time-stamped archive basically of this trip. And so I go through, and there are, of course, they did top and bottom on both sides. So there are I'm looking, and there's one little blip on the map before I left when I was testing everything. And of course I'm actually sitting here right where I'm at. I'm reading about 300 counts per minute. And this is, of course, I've relocated. The radioactivity is on the other side of a double layer lath and plaster wall. And I'm still logging about 300 counts, 300 to 400 counts. In the same room, I was logging 4 to 5, which is fun. Over where the cabinet is. Which a lot of that, granted, could be cosmic radiation. It could be any number of things because it's a different kind of sensitivity from the Geiger counter. But it's cosmic. Yeah. Well, it actually there is a number of radioactive counts that we get that are stuff that comes from supernova explosions millions and millions of light years away, and other activity in space. That's part of the reason when you fly on a plane, you're actually exposed to more radiation because you're higher in the atmosphere, and more of that cosmic radiation can actually hit you. So, but yeah, back to the I get so sidetracked on this. Back to the dentist. Turns out I had 4 distinct blips on on my map, on my timeline, that allowed me to tell just exactly what time I was blasted by the X-ray, and I, I reading the counts. One of them, which obviously was probably one of the first ones because it was on the side it wasn't crossing through me. It was more right above the unit. Um, I logged 634,000 micro um micro what was it micro I want to say rads, but that's not accurate. Was this Fallout? Sieverts, I believe. um or millisieverts, because it was microsieverts was most of what the detections were as far as energy levels and exposure amounts. But when that thing went off and it was relatively close in proximity, it jumped up an order of magnitude to millisieverts. 634,000. That is that is way more energy than I've ever. And I mean, it was only for a few seconds, granted, because it was just when the thing was going off. But the bigger question that I had, because I knew it was going to be blasting me with something, because they talk about dental X-rays and ordinary X-rays, which dental X-rays are a lot lower energy than like a abdominal X-ray or a standard medical X-ray. But the my big question was, what kind of radioactive source is it that they're using to accomplish this? Because obviously there's got to be some kind of control to it, whether it's just because there's this tube that they stick up against your face and then they go push a button and it's like and then they're done and they whatever. So I wondered if it was like the tube and then there's a door and then the button's like, oh, get blasted, nope, okay, you're good. So not that probably looking into the functional structure of a portable X-ray machine will keep you off from government watch lists, but I checked the energy readouts to see what the spikes were during that time period, and thankfully I was logging by time because there was some difficulty finding it, and it wasn't really matching up to anything. It didn't match. I mean, I had some weird peaks that just didn't make sense. And then so I did some digging around, and it turns out that particularly on modern, I don't know about older styles, but modern dental X-ray imaging, particularly digital X-ray imaging, it doesn't use a radioactive source of any kind, which was super sad. However, what it does use is a X-ray tube, like a cathode, basically a TV cathode ray tube sort of thing, or a flash tube, and a tungsten electrode, similar to a microwave. And the energy, the massive amount of it's like a very low voltage but very high current sort of situation. No, low current, high voltage, that it pumps through this tungsten electrode produces a massive amount of X-rays, basically free electrons in a sense, and that's actually how they take the X-rays. And it's bizarre, and I'm like, this is sad. I wanted to find my radioactive material markers. So I did have an energy spike, but it's a very, very low, very, very low. It was like 30,000 electron volts. If I remember correctly, 34,000 electron volts, which is actually so low on the scale that it was hard to, it didn't have very great resolution at that lowest spot on the scale, because most of your radioactive energies, your beta and alpha particles, they're higher than that as far as your energy is concerned. So all in all, the verdict was that it's relatively safe, especially if it's once or twice a year. it's not really going to be that problematic for you. But it also was a very, very fun and incredibly weird learning experience. Um, with a little bit of a hey, there's no radioactive material here anyway, kind of let down. So joke's on you if you were planning on using stealing X-ray machines for nefarious purposes, I suppose. Again, don't steal X-ray machines, kids. For both the stealing X-ray machines is bad, and the nefarious purposes is also bad. But yeah, it was fun, and I saved my logs from that because it was tons of fun, and it was really cool. Super weird, and honestly, that's probably the only time that a scintillation meter has been in that office. Because who else in this area is going to? I mean, realistically, there's probably not anybody else that's ordered a scintillation meter from Turkey in the entire state. Truth be told, um, I'd be kind of impressed if anyone even in the time zone had another one, because quite literally, I think it was Turkey. It was somewhere over by Israel that I imported it from, and I'm glad I did when I did, because now with all the tariffs and stuff, that that might be even more expensive. But it really wasn't that bad. Um, so you never know. Yeah, that's entirely accurate. Because just like I talk about it on stream and stuff here, but as far as people I meet in everyday life, I don't pop off the fact that I've got this kind of technology, because people misunderstand radioactivity, and that's an unfortunate thing. But I don't know, it's fun. I thought it'd be neat. Yeah, that's a whole different tangent. You probably don't need to go down that road, but yeah, we learned a lot, and that was really the goal on it, I suppose. So, but yeah, other than that, there's not really been much for radioactive adventures, or seeking of radioactive um, materials in the kitchenware area. Retro stuff. I do have a laser disc. That was that's a relatively recent addition to the collection as far as retro is concerned. Um, back in the day, before my time, they had a revolutionary new video uh, media source, and it was basically a record, but it was optical. So the thing is literally this big around. It's quite literally the size of a vinyl record, but it's a laser disc is what it's called, of course, um, and it's actually, I think it's Beauty and the Beast, um, and the version is the one of the film festival versions, so it's actually a work in progress version. Um, I can't watch it right now because I don't have a laserdisc player yet, but I've got a laserdisc, and it's double sided, which is unfortunate on one hand because it's hard to not touch the side that's exposed. Um, but yeah, it's also pretty cool. Eventually, I'll get a laserdisc player and probably some other laser discs, but I don't know that I want to get too crazy deep into that. I mean, yeah, um, but it's neat. It's yeah. So that's between that and mostly as far as every waking moment of my time has been either second jobbing or um, still working on renovating the studio, of course, and the rest of the house too. But that's kind of the thing. That's why we're in this room, because this right here is not my standard backdrop. That is well, it's technically yeah, it's a wall. That I did kind of a stained glass sort of styling on. You can kind of see it. I don't want to pull the curtain apart too far because I'll never get it back in place. But so different room for now while we get the renovations over there. But I can't find the carpet I'm looking for. I want to put carpet in the studio, mostly because there's carpet in there already. And I think it'll help damper some of the potential noise. You've also been working a lot. Yeah. Hey, I don't really have anything good to say about working all the time, but it's something to do, I suppose. And it keeps the bills paid, so that's the bright side. No banks for closing on us. But yeah, I'm hoping to find for the carpeting, like classic, arcade game room bowling alley sorta, ultraviolet reactive carpet, something that's got some bright colors and swirls in it, but mostly black. Because one, it's super low pile, so it's not necessarily going to get caught in my wheels on my chair. It's fun, and literally I'm the only one that's ever going to see it because it's on the floor in the studio. And it's kind of retro, sort of nerdy, geeky in a sense. And it's why else? But it turns out that you can't just buy 175 square feet of that carpet. You have to buy 2,500. And I don't really want to buy 2,500 square feet of carpet that I don't need, so, and I'm adverse to using stick-down tiles because they tend to stick very permanently in most cases. But it's fun. We'll figure something out eventually, and worst case scenario, I go standard carpet, and I was looking at some at Home Depot. I don't know why I'm looking to the side, like that's gonna help me remember any, but there's some fluffy ones out there that are kind of nice. That it's a little tempting. They're normal. They're not fun colors and stuff, but it's tempting. Alternatively, I can go with artificial turf, the fake grass carpet. That would probably be awful, but. All in all, it's fun. It's a slow process, but it's a good one. And thankfully, we also have an air conditioner in this room too to keep everything air conditioner / heater because it's a mini split. To keep everything happy and chappy. So these crocodiles, alligators, whichever they are, have really crinkly tails, like a crinkle cut French fry. That's burnt a little on the end. It looks like. Not only have they been invading other animals' territory, but they're reproducing at a faster rate. If this goes on, they won't just be a danger to the children, but to the forest ecosystem as well. Luckily, your opponent isn't a withering zone this time. It's my time to shine. You rest up. Leave this one to me. Rest? Not a chance. We're coming to help too! Is it really okay? That's great then. I'll finally get fight side by side with you. Let's go beat up some crocodigators.
Rest and rebuild!
Get electro charged.
Incoming! Speed of light!
So, Rana, when did you want to actually contribute?
Cut to the chase.
Phew, it's nice to have the chance to do something. This should help with our problem a little. We literally just exterminated an entire generation. Besides, watching you fight made me realize that I still have a lot to learn. Like footwork and timing too. An experienced traveler like you is just absolutely amazing. Thanks. Piece of cake. Paimon has me on a strict training regimen. I don't know why we're letting our emergency food force us to do training, but, well, we're always improving together as companions. Thank you so much, really. That reminds me, how's your condition? After taking care of so many withering zones, do you feel dizzy or nauseous or anything? Nothing I can't handle, just a little tired. I think I'm dying. Huh? I see. Lie down quickly. I'll go get help. Hey, don't make jokes like that. Don't worry, Rana. Just kidding. Sorry about that. I feel completely fine. That's good. You've done so much. Goodness, I feel so much better now. Let's take a break. One of our forest patrol campsites isn't far from here. It should have equipment and supplies. I'm actually not that tired. Yay, let's go camping. That sounds fun. And off we go. It's just ahead. Yay, money box. Are we swimming? I like splashing in the puddle. Can't splash if I'm swimming. Yay, money box. Yay, money box. Ooh, piece of candy. This is hara fruit. You can grind it, use the powder, and other ingredients to make delicious curry. Curry, curry in the air, hungry children, it's time to come home. Okay, I thought that was the song she was singing, but I didn't make that into a song. Yay, money box. Is this the campsite? Here we are. I guess it is. What's that round thing at the edge? The thing that looks like a small cabin. Oh, that. I'm not sure where it came from, but you see them all the time in the forests of Sumeru. Maybe it's some kind of ruin. Strange. Since you've asked, I seem to have heard about this kind of house and its resident. Who was it again? It wasn't that researcher who's in Satyavada Life. Oh, never mind. East Paimon, wait here for a second. I'm gonna go tidy up the campsite, get a fire going, and get some ingredients ready. Thank you. Let us help. I can't have that. I was the one who asked you to come and help clean up the withering zones. Just think of us as trainee forest watchers. What do you need us to do, Rana? Well, if you insist. Could you help me get some firewood then? Oh, you needed some wood chop? That's nothing. Elise can do that. No, we'll need to collect some dried branches. That's right. You know your stuff. You'd make a fine forest watcher. Is that so? Okay. Got it. Let's go, Elise. Why don't I just, get a, pyro-attuned individual out here and, Yanfei light the stuff on fire. So where am I gonna find a dry branch in this? Literally in a swamp. Oh, look! A target area. Why do we have to pick tree branches? So, if we're picking tree branches, they're not going to be very dry. Camping is tough. You have to pick branches to start a fire. Well, Paimon, not everybody can make fire from their or treats Mechanique Annalise Cardinal. It doesn't work because they're not pyro attuned. Wow, that's a long direction there. That's not the button I wanted. Wee. You done? No. Oh, so I can't get out of the water using that? I see how you are. I'm disappointed in you, little Dendroculus. Not mad, just disappointed. I guess all the way up here, catch your breath, and then yump off. Dude, I don't fight that. I'm confused on so many levels. Minda. See, it don't get to be nearly as funny anymore with world join requests because because we're not in Inazuma anymore, and it used to be a closed nation. No.
Go on, take them.
What were
I'll
the
thank the
actual
stars
odds
for
of
you
me
later.
standing directly on that chest? Oh, there's a spot. Whee. Yep, that should be enough. Let's go find Rana. Hey, you got the leaves all cleaned up. And you started soup. You guys are back. I'm almost done here as well. Will these be enough, Rana? Yep, that's more than enough. Alright, One of our camping traditions is to have the most esteemed person in the group light the campfire. Eek! Fire! So scary! We just have to light it, right? Leave it to us. Why the tradition? Probably because in the era of darkness, fire was a symbol of warmth and courage. Right, the origins of the forest rangers go way back. The earliest rangers were forest kings' royal guards. I heard they once walked in forests where there were real tigers. Later, Conria fell, and thus began the era of darkness. But not many documents have survived the cataclysm, so no one really knows what exactly happened. Still, I want to see a real tiger. Right. Start the fire. Start the fire.
Allow me!
Start. I get this feeling that I don't. Oh, in a wheel Aster. Yeah. Ooh. I get this feeling that I probably should have a pyro character in order to actually start the fire. Do I have? Yep, camera will work. Elemental archers. I choose archery. Using the supplies stored at the campsite and the ingredients gathered along the way, Rana makes a pot of richly fragrant curry, and then the dialogue disappears and I can't finish reading it. It's so good. Curry tastes even better after hard work. Sounds like Rana stole Paimon's line. Paimon doesn't care about such things. Still, this curry is so aromatic. What if the smell draws critters or hilly churls over here? Curry, curry in the air. Hungry children. I still can't. There's not a good cadence there. It's time to come home. This is a children's song from Sumeru. There is something free about curry. Each family adds different ingredients and spices, depending on how they make it, so each family's curry has its own flavor. When we were little, we could smell a curry and tell whether it was made by our parents. Once we got older, we couldn't tell whose curry was whose anymore. They all seem about the same. But still, you know that it's time to go home and eat when you smell curry. It doesn't have to be curry to make Paimon drool. The stuff you make also has a different aroma. Oh, is that so? I'd like to try. No. No. Okay. Oh, we've just eaten so much of this curry. Let's make something next time. Okay. That reminds Paimon. Why do you have to pick up branches instead of chopping down trees when you want to start a fire? Does the Dendro Archon punish people who cut down trees? Well, at least what did we do? Oh no, it's because fresh wood has too much moisture in it, so it's hard to light. Also, the Dendro Archon isn't that petty. Still, our teachings... oh. Oh wait, those aren't there, because those... What? That position looks like the ones that I dealt with off of here, but maybe that was over somewhere else. Still, our teachings in Sumeru also say to respect nature and the forest. Because we are the forest subjects, so are the birds and the beasts, and in the end, the forest will remember. Even if you grow up and forget, don't fret, the forest will remember. Anna, are you okay? Yeah? Oh, I felt like I almost remembered something that was lost in my memories for a long time. Something warm and precious, but I couldn't remember it all. Just those 2 lines. Dang it, it's like when you have to sneeze, but it just won't come out. How infuriating. Some things are harder to remember the more you try to remember them. Just ignore it, and after a while, it might suddenly come back to you when you're doing something else. I'll try. Thanks again for watching those kids in the village for me before. You're like my little brothers and sisters. The oldest one is Kavas. He wants to travel the world by boat when he grows up. Sudaba is his little sister. She says she wants to be just like me. It's a little embarrassing. That is embarrassing. I don't think there's anything embarrassing about that. Then there's Iotham. I'm more worried about him. He was raised by Granny Jahit after being abandoned in the village. So Iotham was, yes. I was still just a little girl back then. One day, the adults discovered that a traveling couple who'd been staying in the village were gone. All they left behind was this teeny tiny child. I always used to worry about him, but now he and Cavus and the others are like a family. Alfonso also looks after him, just like a real older brother would. About what you and the children were talking about before. Yeah, now that you mention it, when we were telling stories to the children, we also asked around about the Aranara. I forgot I was doing that. So that's the round plant like little fairies you mentioned before. They said they didn't know, but they were acting like they were hiding something about the Aranara. It's so weird. I don't know much about these creatures myself, but I'll tell you the part I heard. First of all, they're much like you described, round and plant-like. The forest is vast and deep here in Sumeru. It's constantly changing, like a gargantuan beast, so even locals will lose their way, let alone travelers. Legend has it that there are countless bizarre and amazing creatures in forests like this. What's that like? What the dog doing? And the most famous among them are the Aranara, which supposedly means the forest people. The Aranara related to the Dendro Argon and are the guardians of the forest. So they're the Lorax. I'm the Lorax, and I speak for the trees. They're the bridge between people and trees. They also have the ability to enter dreams. But for the people of Sumeru, dreams are very rare. It sounds amazing. Agree. You might not say it in front of the adults, but I think they really like the legend of the Aranara. Who knows, maybe they've seen an Aranara while playing in the forest. It's normal for children to have some secrets among themselves that they keep from grown-ups, so as long as they grow up healthy and become strong, kind, good adults. So, also about the kids going missing. No, about that. Yeah? Do you have any clues? We were also really worried, so we asked around. Kids said they were in the woods, and the next thing they knew, they were in Vimara village. They couldn't remember anything that had happened before that. That's right. Gavas and Zudabes suddenly appeared in the village after going missing for a few days. Everyone was worried sick while they were gone. Alfonso even organized a search and rescue team. What is it, Rana? Now that I think about it, it was actually kind of funny. Remember what I said about curry before? Alfonso made the search party take curry into the forest with them so the children could smell it. Anyway, we didn't find Kavas or Sudabed, but they came home on their own. And with the whole memory loss situation, something about this whole thing just doesn't feel right. So I've been patrolling the forest and ruling out any elements that could harm the children. Iotham is the only one left who hasn't gone missing, so I have to protect him. About Alfonso. Oh, speaking of him, Alfonso seems like he's really popular in Vimara Village. He organizes a search party and the kids talk about him all the time. Oh, him? He's like an older brother to me. We've treated them like family since he arrived in the village a few years ago. According to him, like Iotham, he doesn't have any family, so he sees this place as his real home. Iotham also sees him as his actual big brother. Paimon gets it. If you two stayed in Vimara Village, I know they'd be very happy to have another two big sisters. Like I said before, if it's possible, I hope that you can join the ranks of the Watchers, and we will patrol together. What do you think? Well, I'm actually traveling to find something, because you have family. You briefly explained the reason for your travels to Rana. I see. I understand how you feel. I also had a friend who was very dear to me, vanish out of nowhere. But they... Well, that's not important. The blonde boy you're looking for. I feel like I've heard about him somewhere before. Let me think. Nope, I can't remember. I'm sure someone told me a story about a blonde boy before, just like gold and called a Nara or something. Paimon feels like Rana's memory isn't too good. That's worrying. There's no need to force yourself, Rana. Paimon hopes the kids in Vimara Village are doing it. Well, I'm very happy that I could meet the two of you. I'm sure the children feel the same way. You're not only skilled, but also so kind. I'm so moved that you would worry about my little brothers and sisters in Vimara Village. I'll keep an eye out for the person you're looking for. Then, when you finish your journey, come to Sumeru. We can patrol the forest together. Let's put a pin in it. Okay, but think about it. If only I could have met you and Paimon early. Hehe, you're making Paimon blush. Sleep. She can sleep sitting upright. She must be exhausted. Looks like Rana doesn't have our stamina. You want to take a rest too? You know what? Sure. I'll fall asleep on a log. That's not hard. Suddenly, sunshine. I slept so well. I don't even remember falling asleep. Sorry about that. Must have been exhausted. Not really. I just ate a lot and was feeling so relaxed that I just... Here's a little Forest Watcher trivia for you. When searching for a missing person in the forest, you want to feed them something that's easy to digest when you find them. Digestion consumes stamina. That's why you feel sleepy after eating. Or at least that's what the academia researchers say. Lise and Paimon, have you rested? You worked so hard yesterday. We slept like babies. Baby. Yeah, don't worry about us. You sure? Okay then. Thank you so much for yesterday. I feel much better now that you're here. Yeah, you can count on her. Not Paimon, but her. Is there any work left to do today? Let me see. I think we're just about done here. Let's head on back to Damara Village. We can check in on the situation on our way back. I'm gonna. Prediction time. Are you ready? We're gonna get back and Iotham is going to be missing. He's gonna be gone. Just vanished. Out of nowhere. Nobody knows where he went. Even Curry won't bring him home. Okay, let's go. Yeah, let me get my squad back to the one that's actually battle ready. Deploy. She's gonna make me walk all the way back. I can't believe you. What kind of forest watcher is that? Making me walk all the way home. Also, before we do that, I want to know what love is. Oh, come on. Anytime I'm paying attention, they don't dive, but when... There we go! When I'm not paying attention and trying to get somewhere quickly is usually when diving animation. Okay, so somewhere over. Hello! Oh, you're... That was a spooky sound. It's very simple. Yeah. Ooh. I'm withery. Hello, robot that's gonna wake up and attack me.
How dare you!
Well, that was rude.
Ow, ow, ow! Fulfill our pact!
Hold the line! Scatter!
You're actually gonna make me switch out and use the pyro. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable behavior. Alright, now let's switch back. I'm going to attempt to do this without the... Oh, hello. Waking up the thing.
You two! Time to end them!
Germinate! Don't blink!
steamy thing here, or that's some kind of rift that's gonna open. Can we do this without waking up Sparky McSparks a lot?
Yeah.
I imagine he's probably gonna wake up regardless because of got it. Oh, that's so much worse.
Torrent, bring refuge.
Come on, wait, it's stuck. He did wake up. He woke up. Ow, 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 ow,
Get to work.
ow, ow, ow. Help, help,
Rest and rebuild.
help, 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 help. Help. Help.
Show no mercy.
Yeah. Ow, 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 ow.
Speed of light. Allow me.
Help.
Incoming. Hey.
Ow.
Take me.
No.
Stars above.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Why does it do? Nope. 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 Nope, and all the way out. Won't even let me interact with them if we're in combat.
Hold the line. A brash maneuver. Provisions are vital. Hold the line!
Okay, that was weirdish. Oh yeah, that's totally the three things that I activated to make the chest appear up here. So those probably wouldn't have been in the cutscene if I hadn't interacted with them already. I'm so glad you both could come with me. Still, I'll need to report the expansion of the nearby withering zones to Tainari. Is that the kid from Vimar village? Iothem, wait up! Haha, I called it! I called it. So predictable. I don't care about you guys.
Don't blink!
Allow me!
Got lucky that time. With sword comes shadow. Get to work!
Spring forth! Rest and rebuild! Billowing surge!
Suffer the wrath of Eve! Speed of light!
Destroyed. Oh, I did have to, Told him not to go running off. Can you hear me? Iothem? Iothem! Hey, look, there's the, floaty ghosty. Like the thing in my wonton soup. I already destroyed them. Why are you here? Fatui Surgeon. Who are you people? Don't get in our way. I should be asking you that question. I'm a forest watcher here, and I'm in the middle of searching for a missing child. State your names. It's the Fatui, be careful. So these are the Fatui that Alfonso mentioned. State your business. Alfonso. Whatever. I don't think you'll be getting out of here without a fight. Well, it looks like we're not going to be able to talk this one out. Okay, let's...
Pay your dues.
Hold the line!
Show no mercy! Incoming! Scatter!
Let's move.
Don't blink! Nowhere to hide!
Rest and rebuild!
Propagate! Fulfill our path!
Can't run.
Thank goodness you were here. Don't worry, you fought well. Really? Probably because you and Paimon were by my side. It's like Alfonso wasn't kidding. These Fatui guys are dangerous. Fatui. Anyway, we can talk more about that later. Iothem must be somewhere deeper in the cave. We better get moving. Is that you, Rana? Don't be scared. Lisa and I are here to save you. Come here, floaty ghost. Hey, I'm a floaty ghost too. Yeah.
Not bad. It's all yours.
See deeper within. Look at Iotha. Right, is that a withering zone? In a place like this? Well, Geronimo, or not, it's gonna take away from my stuff. Iotham, what happened? Wow, Brenna, Elise! What are you doing in Withering Zone? And there's so many monsters. What's the green thing? No, there's no time. Brenna, Elise, let's do this together. Iotham, wait here and don't move. We're coming to rescue you. Need the ginger random stuff. Okay.
Show no mercy.
Hold the line.
Hey, killed that thing.
Allow me.
You two! Time to end! How dare you!
Covenant of the Deep.
Hey!
Blue. Phew. Huh. Finally. Rana. Iotham, it's okay, little man. There's nothing to cry about. Look, if I can tell them about what I felt in the Withering Zone to those academia researchers, they'll be able to take care of the Withering for good. And did you see me fight? No. Did you see Elise fight? Be sure to thank her. Rana? Please, that's enough. Rana, you'd better rest now. It's fine. It's just... feel a little dizzy, that's all. And... a little tired. Rana, I'm sorry. What are you talking about? You're my little tiger, so no more crying. You're okay, aren't you? Does anything hurt in Iotham? Or do you feel dizzy? Or weak? Or I'm fine, but Rana, you... It's nothing. I'll be fine. Battle-hardened Forest Watcher, after all. And let's go. Go on. Don't worry about me. Now let me catch my breath.
Hold the line!
What if you succeed? There's a single hilly tree. So, anyone want to bet that this boss isn't just the hilly churl?
Right.
Incoming! Ha!
Rest and rebuild! Let's move out.
Suspicious number of boxes. I need my jellyfish.
Scatter!
Oh, I didn't mean to summon more, like, actual jellyfish. Lizard!
Hold the line!
Fulfill our pact! Speed of light! Incoming! Get to work! Suffer the wrath of Eatfleet!
Also, welcome, crew.
Allow me!
Don't blink!
That's one thing broken. Good. We might survive this.
Billowing surge!
Get out of that.
Nowhere to hide.
Hold the line!
Ha! Germinate! Speed of light. Get to work. Don't blink.
Allow me!
Did I do it? I did it! I did it! Yay. Remarkable chest.
Is it too much to carry? Here, let me help.
I got a vase. A vase? I got a vase for all of that? I want a refund. Give me back my health and my time, my energy, my sanity. You took it all from me to give me a vase. Hey look, there's Rana. Are you actually okay? Okay.
I'm tired already.
I'm sorry, Elise, Paimon. I need to rest. Wait for me, Iotha. Rana, are you really okay? We'll go get help. No, it's fine. I just need a little rest. I'm sorry, Rana. I'm sorry. Really, how many times do I have to say it? I'm fine. I'm very angry. You promised me you wouldn't go into the forest. Once I'm all rested up, I'll teach you a lesson about breaking promises, you little rascal. What? Alfonso said that the mushrooms here are huge. I just wanted to bring you some fresh mushrooms to eat. Give you energy. Dummy, you didn't need to do that. Just thinking of you guys gives me energy. Still, the mushrooms here really are huge. It definitely tastes great in a curry. Did Alfonso let you come here? No, Alfonso told me not to go running off, but I wanted to give Rana something tasty to eat, so I... No, Alfonso wouldn't do that. He's Iotham's big brother. Paimon understands, but how did you get stuck in the Withering Zone? When I was in the forest, I thought someone was following me. I got scared. I thought it was Marana's avatar, so I just kept running. You kept running into Marana. Huh? Marana? That's the Withering. Oh, yeah, the Withering. Marana's avatar? Uh-huh. It does bad things in the world for Marana. It's the big black thing. Marana? What a strange name. How did I know that Marana is withering? Dang it, everything's spinning. Iotham, what was that green thing just now? That was Arakalari. It can protect people from the corrosion of Marana. More and more things I don't understand. This is a kind of forest magic. It's also a kind of music. It's an ara. Don't worry about that right now. Rest up. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I'm sorry, Rana. I'll never run off like that again. It'd be good. Stay home. I know. You'll become smart and healthy, and you'll know right from wrong. It's just like knowing which mushrooms you can eat and which you can't. No, I know. I'm sorry. Know that Marana is bad and the forest is good. Becoming a strong and good person will help people who need help, just like Elise and Paimon. And don't forget, the forest will remember. This is bad. Paimon thinks Rana's condition is getting worse. Rana, wait for us. Huh? Oh, I'm fine, really. I just need to rest for a little while. Please take Iotham back for me. Okay, let's go, Iotham. Don't move, Rana. We'll be right back. This is cool. Don't worry about me. You guys go on ahead. Okay, so, I'm pretty sure she's gonna end up getting pulled into a dream situation. I'm going the right way. Look, a mushroom. And she's not gonna be there when we come back, obviously. So that too easy. I think I found it. I found it. I found it. Hello. Don't hurt me. He wants to hurt me. He wants to hurt me. He wants to hurt me. I told it not to hurt me, but it wants to hurt me. Why doesn't it listen? Nope, 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 nope. You need to chill out. Yeah, that's right. The frozen crocodigator guy. Now he's meat.
Fulfill our pact.
Now he's meat too. I found you. There's enough ledge here I can stand on it. There is not. Yeah, well. Mushroom. Mushroom. Mushroom, mushroom. Mushroom, mushroom. Five of them? Why are you... And Elise? It's urgent, we'll make this quick. You quickly explain what happened. I see. Five of them, go rest up. Okay. I'm sorry, Alfonso. It's fine. What matters is that you're okay. Wait here a moment, Elise. I'll go with you as soon as I prepare some medicine. There's no time. This is the location. Head there as soon as you can. We have to hurry back and look after Rana. Yeah, wait! Your pursuit takes you back inside the cabin, where Rana is nowhere to be found. Paimon hopes Rana's okay. Look, she's gone. I'm unsure this was the place. Rana, can you hear Paimon? What are these traces? We better follow them. Maybe they're clues left for us by Rana. Right, use... Paimon hopes Rana got better and walked off on her own, with the exception of she's going deeper into the forest. Mushroom. That's not the button I wanted. Well, that's a ruin guard. Nice. Last.
Hold the line.
Propagate!
Oh, there's another one somewhere, but she's in a globe. Carrots? Yay, a carrot! Yeah, this looks like the thing that protected Iothem earlier. It's like the Guardian from Code Lyoko. So apparently we have mail. And achievements. Non-decorative camera out here. Because Alfonso's never gonna believe this. Rana? Are you okay? Hey Rana, can you hear Paimon? Well, she's not dead. That's a good thing. What's going on here? Could it be that Ara thing Iothem and Rana were talking about? What was it called again? Arakalari? Yes, that was it. Paimon thinks they said it could resist the Marana corrosion. Or something. Yes. Nara smart. Our Kalari can resist Marinara. Whoa! Whoa! Isn't this the thing we saw before? Vegetable. Not vegetable. Arana. Arana is friend, Aranara. Paimon thinks we heard this name when Iotham was telling that story before. Yes, Nara Iotham is Arana's friend. Aranara? Aranara? Did you say Aranara? Yeah, but Paimon's really looking at you. Paimon thinks we have really seen you before. Aranara are the children of the forest. We live with the trees. Not like you, Nara, at least. You're the child of Dandelion, always traveling. How do you know her name? How Arana knows is not important, but Arana wants to help Narana. This is very important. That's almost... what do you need me to do? Thank you, you good Nara. She is Arana's very important friend, so Arana will protect her. But that is not enough. To heal Narana, we need... Bija? Nara at least must go to Vanarana and ask everyone to help get Bija. Narana got corroded by Marana. Very serious. Bad bugs are biting tree roots. Trees will wither, roots will rot. Nara's life is like tree. Bad bugs like Marana. Only Bija can make Narana better. We need to go somewhere called Vanarana and come up with a way to get this Bija, right? Then we can heal Rana? In her current condition, no worry, Arana will be here and fight Marana's corrosion. So Rana will not get worse. But with no Bija, Rana will not get better either. Follow the forest path. Keep going toward where the water comes from, then you will reach Vanarana. Then sing. Sing? A melody is rising up in my mind. This is the rhythm of a great dream. Sing it to enter Vanarana. Enter our dreams, our world. But do we really have to sing? What if it attracts a whopper flower? Well, I think using a musical instrument works too. Worth a try. Let's return to Vimar village and see if Grandpa Amadiah has one. Part 2, Dream Nursery. Wow. World of Aranara. Aranara. Risk getting eaten by gobbledygook so we can activate this thing. I really need to activate it without activating the field tiller. Because I don't know about you, but I don't really want to have a fight session with him. First rule about Fight Club is you don't invite the field tillers to Fight Club. I'm gonna pop over the ridge here and he's gonna be right there and it's gonna freak me out. Yes. Treasure hoarder? Is this a person? Nope, he's got a levels indicator, so that looks like a big bad baddie guy that wants to hurt. It's even bigger and baddier than the last one that was big and baddie. Oh, that's a hand. That is a wow. Sorry. That's a big boy. That thing wakes up, we're gonna be in trouble. Unless he wakes up and is friendly. He wants to hurt other things. Hello, I am here. Wake up. Yay. It's so big. Lost in prosperity. What is that? Followed up by why is that? No. Cool. Okay, well, we need to we can warp there, we can warp around there. Let's go here. Actually, before I do that, assume that I've done that. Let me... Good. This. Teleport here, and then we'll turn in our stuff and see if I get any agate slivers that we need to level up Town so we finally get her unlocked. Which her banner should be coming up real soon.
Ad Astra Abyss.
Based on the information that
Thank
I
you
have
for
that may or may not be accurate. Yeah, it's not.
Ad Astra.
I want to refund. Claim all. Once again, thank you for that awesome quality of life upgrade. Okay, now we can teleport back down here to our village. And then we can go ahead and wrap up here for today because that's all the time I have. So, this thing's claimed here. Still the this stuff. Although it's a new month, so I should probably exchange those. Okay. So, yes, for those of you watching after the stream, I do want to remind you that we stream these videos live at twitch.tv/unexpectedlyrandom. We are here Monday through Saturday at whenever I finally get here in the PM Central Time. Eventually it'll be 7 p.m., but for now it's up in the air. Make sure you follow us on Twitch to join the chaos and check out our streaming schedule for the current lineup. Also, check out our Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and Twitter. Those are platforms with stuff on them. And that is going to throw me off every time I do that shorter because I'm not used to it. We also... What? If you're enjoying the content over there on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot, and it lets us know what content you guys are enjoying. That's everything for this episode of Genshin Impact. Hope you guys had a wonderful time today. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Until then, stay random.